I just went through a period where I just was like in a lot of like not long term, like just
Mhm.
pretty casual relationships. I mean, whatever. I went gray and got into the silver fox category and stand up comics. Stand up comics. There's some, if you look around, there's some pretty like ugly stand up comics doing well with the ladies. I don't know what it is about making people laugh, but I went through like a phase of just meeting like a lot of people, I guess, and but
Groupies.
nothing. No, but just it's just listen. It's just an easy. It's like it's an easy enough job to meet people. So I was like I had an active dating life. That's
Got it.
probably the best way to put it. But nothing very serious. Plus, honestly, I was between New York and Dublin, so I would often like have something decent, like I'd be happy with somebody, but then I'd be like disappear for 4 or 5 months.
Right.
I could think of numerous people that I met that I actually quite liked, but it was just like it didn't work out. Like I'd go off to Dublin. By the time I came back, they were with somebody else. It was just like it was just a. And honestly, you know, my mom was sick. There was like so much going on, so it kind of suited me to have like non-committed
Right.
relationships. It was just there was like that period of time in my life.
And were you thinking that you would eventually get into a relationship again, or was marriage something
I
you were
probably
working towards?
I probably did, but I did start to move away from the kind of like I wanna have kids zone, because I was very broody, particularly after my father died. I was, like, very, like, into having kids. I had this, like,
Mm,
sense of the importance of family, and
mm,
it's all that matters at the end. So that was, like, really, like, honestly, like, a decade of, really feeling like a sense of family. And yeah, when you're in China, they remind you all the time that that's all that
yeah.
matters. So like I was bombarded with messaging for like, for 2 years about how I need to get that sorted. But
It
when
works.
when I came back to New York, and I was like, just like living my life, I suddenly was like still totally open to marriage, but also like starting to move away from the thought of having kids because I was getting older, and I just was suddenly like, you know what, maybe it's just like a life of of no kids, which kind of lends itself also to like if I don't meet the woman of my dreams, if I don't meet my life partner, that's also fine too. But I didn't honestly put that much thought into it. I was just kind of bouncing from situation to situation because there was a
Mhm.
lot going on, like with the
Mm,
family
yeah.
illnesses, and you know what I mean. There was just like a lot. So really, it wasn't like high on my priority list. And then the world shut down.